Hey everybody, I wanted to share with you guys some quick Google Chat tutorials that I found on YouTube, but none of them were good enough, so here I'm putting one together for you. Basically, I just want to show you guys what Google Chat's going to look like so there's not that many questions when we transition on Monday. Basically, what's going to happen is you're going to go into your email as you would normally try to access Google Hangouts, um, but you'll see on the side, it'll look a little different. You're going to have your chat, open chat dialogues and your rooms. Um, and from here you can see all the things that you've been talking to people about. You'll hit this plus to start a new one. And then there's a couple of things that I want to describe to you because I think this is probably going to be where the most of the confusion is going to be. You can start a single person chat, so like a private chat with another direct individual. You can start a group chat. So you just start a chat, but then you add more people to it. And then you can create a room. Now, so the difference between a room and a group chat is this. A room is specifically for a purpose, a project, some sort of collaboration. The reason that exists is the room can have file storage. The room can have these things called bots, which will like do automations for you. So, for instance, I could add a Zoom bot to a room and say, "Hey, Zoom bot, anytime someone says these words, try to schedule a meeting with them," or something like that. Um, but let's say I just want to create a single conversation with somebody. I don't have to start a group conversation. I just type their name in. So this is what happens. I click that name and then I can start chatting with them. Let's say I want to start a group conversation. I'll click on the group conversation and then I will find the random people, right? So this person and this person. And when I hit the checkbox, I create a new chat with those users. Now I can create a room if I want to. And in this room, I can allow certain things to happen. So I can say, hey, only allow certain people to join this or invite to this. I give it a name. The room is persistent, so if I leave, it stays there. It doesn't get deleted. The history is retained in that room. So if you guys are working on a project or you have a team that needs to regularly check in to a group or an organized group so that they can get regular updates and stuff like that, and it's easier to do that than through emails, this is where you would have a room. Now, if it's just you guys talking about maybe one certain thing for one certain day, then yeah, a group chat makes sense. You're going to use group chat. What else is going to happen is your Google Hangouts is not going to go away, right? Your access to Hangouts will still exist. If I go into Hangouts right now, it's going to show me some of the messages that I had in Google Chat already. Some messages, meaning that if there was a room that was created or a threaded group message from Google Chat, it may not show up in Google Hangouts. Additionally, let's say I just want to chat with people using the web app. I'm just going to chat.google.com, and now I have access to this, which is really cool. So yes, I can use it in Gmail, and it'll be that really tiny window, and that's probably how most of you guys operate. But I can also just go to chat.google.com, or if I went to chat, this little green icon here, I can then access chat and do all that stuff. The additional thing that I can do is I can click on this gear icon and say download the chat client. And when I do that, I can open up a whole new window inside of Windows. And this will be like just my chats, right? So I don't need to install anything. It just kind of runs through Chrome, but it's a separate window. So I can have that on the outside while I'm doing stuff inside of Chrome. Not a big deal. And that really, for the most part, is Google Chat, right? Like, so it's the same thing here. I have my help desk room that includes all of the IT members here. We post all the information that's relevant for each other. We can always go back. I can search through that or other chats that I may have. If I say ticket, I can find a ticket information about that within my chat. So it's just a new version, new way of chatting. Your Hangout messages, should anyone try to reach you through Classic Hangouts, is still accessible, right? If anything happens from the Hangout side towards your account, um, the Hangouts bot, which is what this is, will translate that into chats for you. That's all. So if you have any more questions, feel free to ask us here at the tech team. You can always go on the internet and say Ask Tech, the Ask Tech community. And then additionally, if you need any assistance, you can always send something to support@eleans.org. Thanks for listening and watching, and I appreciate it and happy chatting.